The air reeked of ozone and melted steel. Leon lowered his rifle, the weight of command pressing heavier than the armor on his shoulders. The war was supposed to be over. The broadcast said victory, but the ruins of Vega whispered something else: silence, grief, and lies. Duke stood firm beside the alien, tail still wagging like they were old friends meeting after a long time apart. The creature, no, the woman, was barely breathing. Blue skin cracked where crystalline veins pulsed weakly under her collarbone. She looked fragile, almost translucent, like something sculpted out of starlight and pain. Leon crouched beside her, keeping one hand on his sidearm. "You're supposed to be extinct," he muttered. Her eyelids fluttered open, revealing eyes like deep-water sapphires, bright, terrified, and so alive. "Help?" She breathed, voice trembling, unfamiliar with the shape of human words. Leon's heart gave a single, traitorous beat of hesitation. He'd seen countless soldiers die, human and alien alike, but something in her tone wasn't enemy. It was need. Overhead, the drone hum of Terran patrols drew closer. Their scanners would pick up her life sign any second. He looked at Duke. The dog whined softly, tilting his head as if asking, "Well?" Leon cursed under his breath. "You're gonna get me executed, buddy." He slung his rifle across his back, slid his arms under the alien, and lifted her carefully. She was light, too light, as if gravity had given up on her. Duke barked once, alerting him to movement ahead. A patrol drone hovered into view, its lens flaring crimson. Leon froze, clutching the alien close. The drone scanned him, then lingered on the faint blue blood staining his armor. One alert, and he was done. Quick as instinct, Duke leapt, slamming the drone to the ground with growl and tearing out its transmitter core before it could send a signal. Sparks scattered across the rubble like fireflies. Leon exhaled, half in awe. "Remind me never to doubt you again." He looked down at the unconscious alien in his arms. "Guess we're breaking a few laws tonight," he whispered. "But maybe, just maybe, it's worth it." And with that, they vanished into the smoke. Soldier, machine, and something not yet understood, bound together by a choice that would change two worlds. The hum of the ship's engines filled the silence like a heartbeat. Leon sealed the hatch and collapsed against the bulkhead, chest heaving. His hands were slick with blue blood that shimmered faintly under the medbay lights. The alien lay unconscious on the table, wrapped in a thermal blanket. Duke sat beside her, tail twitching nervously, scanning her vital signs with the sensors embedded in his collar. The dog's gentle whine echoed through the small cabin, half worry, half instinct. Leon scrubbed a hand over his face. "Great. First peace day in months, and I'm harboring a war criminal." He started the medpod scan. The holographic interface flickered, glitching between readings. "No data match found," it announced. "Foreign biostructure detected." "Yeah, no kidding." Leon sighed. "Try blue space elf with trust issues." A faint groan came from the table. Her eyes opened, liquid blue, glowing faintly like moonlight underwater. The moment their gazes met, Leon forgot how to breathe. She tried to sit up, winced, then there's something in a melodic alien language before managing, in halting English. "Where am I?" Leon kept his tone calm. "My ship. You were dying. You're welcome." Her eyes darted to Duke, who sat upright, ears perked. "Your creature. He found me." "Yeah, that's Duke," Leon said. "He's the reason you're alive, and the reason I'll probably get court-martialed." She frowned, confused. "You saved me. Why?" Leon hesitated. "Because he barked at me like it mattered." For a second, something softened in her expression. Then suspicion returned. "You should have left me. My people will kill you for touching me. Yours will kill you for keeping me." Leon smirked faintly. "I've never been great at following instructions." Duke wagged his tail once, as if seconding that sentiment. The ship's console suddenly beeped, proximity alert. Patrol signals in orbit, sweeping for survivors. Leon's pulse spiked. He grabbed the flight controls, voice low. "Hold on. Princess, this bird's about to rattle." The engines roared to life. Through the viewport, the burning planet fell away as a silver howl shot toward the storm-wrapped sky. For the first time since the war began, Leon didn't know if he was running from death or towards something worth dying for. The jump through the upper atmosphere left the hull rattling and Leon's nose humming. He set the silver howl on silent drift, letting the magnetic clouds mask their signal. Inside, the ship felt almost peaceful, except for the low growl in his chest that wouldn't fade. The alien, Sarah, that's what her wrist tag read, sat propped against the medpod, watching every movement like a trapped hawk. Her wounds were sealed now, faint lines of silver light tracing across her skin. Leon poured himself a drink from a ration flask. Don't worry. It's water, not poison. We save that for negotiations. Her head tilted, puzzled, but she accepted the cup. Steam curled between them, mixing with the hum of the engines. Humans make jokes when frightened, she said softly. He almost smiled. Yeah, we either laugh or break something. Sayre studied him, voice steady but curious. You could have sold me to your command. My life is worth a fortune to them. Never liked being rich, Leon answered. Too many taxes. That earned him the faintest, uncertain smile, and for a heartbeat, the war felt far away. Then Duke barked twice, sharp and warning. A hologram blinked to life above the console. Incoming transmission. Encrypted Terran channel. Leon froze. They'd found his ID signature. Sayre's fingers tightened around the cup. If they trace us... They won't. Leon cut in, fingers flying over controls. Not if I burn my own codes. He wiped his identification key, erasing his name from every Terran registry. The screen flashed red. Unrecognized vessel. Pilot status. Rogue. The ship went quiet. Sayre looked at him, astonished. You just erased your existence. Leon leaned back, voice low. Guess we're both ghosts now. Silence settled again, heavier this time, but warmer somehow. Duke patted over, laying his head on Sayre's lap. She froze, then slowly stroked his metallic fur. The dog purred, a faint, synth-sized vibration that made her laugh despite herself. Leon watched them, something tightening in his chest he couldn't quite name. Outside the viewport, stormlight broke over the planet's edge, painting the cabin in gold and blue. For the first time since the war began, the silence didn't sound like loss. It sounded like the start of something impossible, and maybe, just maybe, real. Hours passed in uneasy quiet. The silver howl drifted through the upper stratosphere like a wounded bird, hidden beneath veils of ionized mist. Leon tried to sleep in the cockpit, but every time he closed his eyes he saw the flash of blue light, the outstretched hand, the decision that rewrote his life. A soft chime from the comms base snapped him upright. Duke lifted his head. It was twitching. Signal detected. Source, Terran Command. Encryption level, Omega. Leon frowned. Only high-clearance officers used that level. He hesitated, then routed the signal through a scrambler. A static-filled voice cut through. Mercer, if you can hear this, don't go back. They are framing you. The voice was Hayes, his oldest friend, the man who'd sworn they'd retire together after the war. Before Leon could respond, the transmission glitched, replaced by a new code burst. Sayre, standing behind him, reached forward. Let me translate. She pressed her palm to the interface. The symbols shifted into Zephyrian script. Her face drained the color. This isn't a rescue signal, she whispered. It's a kill order. On you and me. Leon's stomach dropped. So much for loyalty. The file continued scrolling, revealing data fragments, images of experiments, blueprints, and genetic sequences marked Zeddy-Hum hybrid program. Sayre stayed, eyes wide. Your people are using our life seeds. They're building something. Leon scrolled further and froze. One file name stood out. Project Howl, Subject 01, Duke. Duke tilted his head at the sound of his name, tail thumping softly. Leon's throat tightened. They didn't build him to find enemies, he murmured. They built him to find you. For a heartbeat, no one spoke. The only sound was a faint mechanical rhythm of Duke's breathing. Then Sayre whispered, he chose differently. The words hit harder than any bullet. Leon swallowed, trying to keep his voice steady. Yeah, he did. Outside the viewport, lightning flickered across the clouds like silent applause for a truth finally spoken. Leon straightened, resolve hardening in his chest. If Command wants ghosts, let's give them one hell of a haunting. Duke barked once, sharp and certain. Sayre nodded, and together they set a course toward the dark edge of space, where every secret waited to burn. The Silver Howl slides through the darkness toward the abandoned relay station orbiting Vega's second moon. No more hiding. No more running. Leon's hands tightened on the controls while Sayre worked at the navigation console beside him, strands of her blue hair reflecting the light of distant stars. Duke lay between them, quiet but alert, his mechanical eyes tracking every flicker on the sensors. Once we transmit this data, Leon said, every soldier, every citizen will know what the war really was. Sayre glanced at him, and you'll become the most wanted man in 2 galaxies. He smiled faintly. Wouldn't be my first bad career move. The humor faded as the station came into view. Dead, cold, but still functional. They docked in silence. The moment Leon stepped inside, the floor panels trembled beneath their boots. Power surged through the old circuits, awakening something that had been waiting. An authorized presence detected. The station's AI droned. Sayre darted to the main terminal. I can override it. Just protect the link. Before Leon could answer, alarms wailed. 3 Terran cruisers warped out of the black, weapons charged. He cursed under his breath. They found us. Duke sprang to his feet, growling low. The ship shuddered as the first volley struck the hull. Sayre looked back at Leon, her expression calm, too calm. The transmission key needs a living source. My biocrystals can amplify it. He understood instantly. No, that'll kill you. Her voice softened. Then help me make it worth something. She pressed her palm against the console. Veins of light spread across the metal. The relay core began to pulse, syncing with her heartbeat. Duke whimpered and nudged Leon's leg, as if begging him to act. Leon closed his eyes for half a breath, then placed his hand over hers. We do this together. The relay erupted in a wave of light that rippled across the void, carrying every hidden truth to every world. Terran ships froze mid-fire, their systems overwhelmed by the data flood. When the glare faded, the station floated in silence. Sayre slumped against Leon, still glowing faintly, alive but weak. Duke rested his head on her knee and sighed, a sound almost human. Leon looked out at the endless stars and whispered, Guess peace had to start somewhere. For the first time in a long while, the universe felt quiet, but not empty.